So let's, one other thing that will be very interesting, I'll be glad if you're able to get this picture, is the framework hierarchy. You know, sometimes people get really confused. What's a parasequence? What's a parasequence set? What's a system strat? Okay, what about a devotional system? The challenge we're having there is putting them in the context of scale and hierarchy. If you're able to put them in the right framework, right? Like in a home, you have the parents, right? And then the siblings, and the siblings, they are older ones, and then there are much younger ones. There's some kind of stratigraphy in every system. Some kind of arrangement in order. There's someone in authority, there's the next person, and then there's other people. Okay? So this very important, this element is really key. If we're able to get that picture, it should help us a great deal. And then when that picture is clear, we can now start talking about every other thing. The positional sequences, types of sequences, surfaces and system structure. And then we can now use up from there. Okay? So this is the first slide. First thing to note is that rough stratigraphic sections are divided into sequences, system structs, and depositional sequences. That's as simple as it is. So I'd like you to think of it this way. On the top, you have a depositional sequence. Okay? And then within a depositional sequence, you have system struct. No, we are not even there yet. Within a depositional sequence, you have a system struct, a different system struct within the two or three, sometimes all three, sometimes four, depending on whether you are one of those who argue there are four system structs. We'll talk about that. And then within system structs, you now have what we call parasequence sets, because within a particular, let's say, low stand, when the sea level was falling, there is a way that the parasequences are stacked. So we now have parasequence sets, and then you now have parasequences. That is the building block I want you to have, a depositional sequence, and each of it has system structs, 2 or 3 or more. And then within the system structs, you have parasequence sets, and then you now have the individual parasequences. So members of one family that we put in one roof, siblings, belong to what? Parasequence or parasequence set? Parasequence. Guys from one family, they're related. And then the guys from one family and another family that are all of the same grandparents, more like cousins. They are the same parasequence what? Sets, right? And then they all now belong to the same system struct. Okay? And then so under parasequences, no? So we'll look at the table next. So it will help the picture. Right? And then we now go from the guys who are from the same family to another group of people who are from a different family, from a different state, but they're all close to each other. I mean, there's something separating this group of family from the other group of families, right? So you're moving from one system structure to another system structure. Okay? But they're all human beings, right? So they're all within the depositional sequence. So just keep it simple, process it in your head gradually. Think of family members, think of your cousins. We all have cousins, right? Yes. And then think of someone who is a friend, but really not a family member. It doesn't answer your son, but it's just a friend. It's close by. For some reason, he's always around you. That guy, there's an non-conformity, but he refuses to agree. He or she refuses to agree. But the thing is, you guys are all friends, but not at different scales. All right. So this is a table. It's a lot of words in it, but it kind of speaks to the groupings, right? So this is a lot of work that people have done. Sloss, and this is 3, Veil, it's all. It's like everything from everybody, or from a lot of people, basically. But the message here is this. There are different orders. I talked about hierarchy, right? Like you go to a home, and you say, who is the head of this family? Or who is the commander? Who do I speak to? You don't just speak to anybody. They say there's an oga at the top, or some madam at the top. Really. So there are orders, different orders. So first of all, there is someone at the top. That's first order. That's the last scale. That guy has seen more life. The older guys, they have seen more life, and they have more experiences than the much younger people in that household. Okay. So when you hear first order, second order, it's actually referring to at what scale are we looking at? There is some duration attached to each other. Like if it is over 100 million years and between 200 and 400 million years, that guy is a first order. It's a first order human being, the first order cycle. So that's at that scale, we are looking at rock units that are actually within, that has a lot within them. I've seen a lot of time, basically. And this is actually saying where, how much of sea level change will have happened at that scale. And then there's second order. I talked about sequence, the positional sequence, parasequence sets, and parasequences, right? So keep that block in your head. Sequences. So sequences are actually a second order. And then in this column, it talks about what really causes, the change to cause that scale of, time. Like here, what we see here is that major eustatic cycles caused by formation and breakup of supercontinents. That's really high, much larger scale, right? And then this is eustatic cycles induced by volume changes in global, like mid-oceanic spreading system. That's actually a little smaller than the first one. And then as you keep going, let's say for example in the parasequence set, we now have Milankovitch cycles. These are a bit of smaller scale, really. And you actually see that these are like between 0.1 to 1 or 0.2 to 0.5 million years in terms of age range. Okay? And then in the fifth order, things are like, you can actually just, within fifth order, you can actually look at the fifth order cycle within meters. Like you go on an outcrop and you see a 5-10 meter thick section. Now, one thing I want you to do is, as we're talking about these orders and these things, keep thinking about your outcrops. Think about your well logs. Think about your seismic sections. Okay? So if you're looking at like a 5, meter plus to 10 meters of sedimentary units that are all genetically related, that is actually at the fifth order scale, really. Right? And in terms of age, they're like 0.01, within a small range. Then when you start looking at much larger scale, like a system structs, they're all within the depositional sequence. And we'll talk more about system structure and how it relates to the depositional sequence when we get to what is in the depositional sequence. Okay.